Surviving in Dune Awakening's environment can be more difficult than any other biome that you've ever explored. And at times, it can feel like the entire planet is trying to kill you. Stand out in the sun for too long, you'll get dehydrated and die. Stand in the sand for too long, and a big worm will come and eat you. And on top of that, it seems like there's bandits and raiders everywhere you look. You're in the desert. Water is considered the most valuable resource on the planet, and that's because it's the most scarce. If you listen closely, you can hear some of the enemies yell out that they're gonna steal your water and not your cash. And speaking about the money, you're gonna need some, especially if you expect to survive. In Dune, the currency that they trade is called solari. And you may be asking, what in the world would you need some money for when water seems like the only thing that matters and you're constantly dehydrated? Now, solari can't buy you water, but it can buy you a number of extremely useful items and services in the game. They can make your life a lot easier and even help you acquire certain items if you're having difficulty finding them out in the world. If your armor breaks and you don't have any backups in your inventory or materials to make your own, you can just visit a vendor at one of the trading posts and buy some extra armor, weapons, and even materials if you prefer to build your own. Now, the materials vary depending on which vendor you go to and what area the trading post is located in. The vendors will have materials that are found in that local area. Another way that you can get some gear, especially some rare type of gear, is to place an order on the global trading post. Travel to Arcane or Harco Fortress and visit one of the global market vendors. If you're looking for specific gear, you can search for it, and if the price is right, you can put down some cash and make that purchase. Now, early in the game, you most likely do not have an onocopter and you're forced to run around on foot, or if you have a sand bike, you're riding around on that. But we all know that's not the fastest way or the safest way to get around on this map. With Salari, you can buy a direct flight between each trading outpost. You will need to visit the trading outpost before you can fly to it directly. At the outpost, you can talk to the flight NPC and they'll let you know that it'll cost $2,500 to get to Arcane and Harco Fortress and $700 to fly around Praga Basin. Now, this makes things extremely useful even after you get the onocopter because it'll save you some time, fuel, and of course wear and tear on your vehicle. Now, to start earning some solari, there's a number of ways that you can accomplish this. The first thing that you should focus on is your main quest and your side quests. These give you large chunks of cash and experience once you complete the objectives that it gives you. Now, some of the rewards can be small, but they do add up. The good thing about doing these quests is that they force you to start exploring the map and enter into new areas. The higher the level of the area, the more solari that you can find. Now, speaking about finding solari, make sure that you search every chest and every dead body that you come across. There'll be a number of times that you can find large stashes of cash just waiting to be snatched. Now, across the map, there'll be scattered different mini dungeons, or they like to call them testing stations, that you can raid and find really good loot to cash in on. Many of the side quests and the main quests will require that you complete these dungeons all over the map. So if you don't know which one to start with, just follow the story and do the blue marker quests as much as you can. And if you aren't finding enough solari from the quests or the dungeons, you can always just sell your extra gear or your extra materials for cash. There's two ways to do this. One is directly to an NPC at one of the trading posts, and I highly advise that you do not do this because it's a straight up ripoff. The second, you can sell it to the global trade market that we were talking about earlier. You can set the price yourself at something that you think the item's worth. If you find a rare piece of gear that you don't think you'll use, put it on the market and earn some cash. Just remember that if you're not flying your own onocopter to the global trading post, it's gonna cost you $2,500 to get there, and there's also a listing price. So factor that in to whatever price you decide to list your item at, just to make sure that you're not selling it at a loss. Now, let me know down in the comments some of the secret ways that you've been earning some solari and getting rich. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one and learned something new, and I'll catch you in the next one.